Hello. Today we're going to be talking about writing an effective cover letter. So the goals of the cover letter are to introduce yourself, to provide some context for why you are looking into a position, to demonstrate your interest, to connect the qualifications that you have, what you bring to the table to the job opportunity, and to add some context about your career readiness beyond what is in your resume. So, cover letters aren't always required. So, look and pay attention to the job description to see if a cover letter is listed as required, listed as optional, or not listed at all. A cover letter is your chance to showcase your written communication skills, as well as expand upon how your unique experiences make you a qualified candidate for the position in which you're applying. So they're meant to be specific and tailored to each position, so you'll be needing to write a cover letter every time you apply to a new role. So you want to look closely at the job or the internship description, and you want to consider how you can convey your experiences and how those experiences really prepare you well for your next step, which you are seeking. Overall, what employers are looking for in this cover letter are your relevant skills, your clear communication, your evidence of fit, and your professionalism. Keeping these ideas in mind as you write your letter. You'll want to do your research before you write, however. You want to review the job description, research the employer, maybe taking a look at the employer's website, being informed about the organization mission. You want to identify keywords of the job description and the information that you find in your research. And you want to connect those keywords to your job materials. And you want to understand the culture and how you and your role there suits you and suits them well, how you can provide them with skills and experience that you bring to the table, and how their environment can help you succeed in your career goals. The format and the content is something that is pretty standard. You'll have a header at the top of the page. This header is going to coordinate or match the header of your resume. Of course, you won't have the Pitt-Greensburg logo at the top left corner, but this is our example for you, just to see a template, get a sense of the flow of ideas, and take a look at the format, which is a formal letter format. You see the date at the top. You see the regarding subject line, the address, the greeting. So making sure that that greeting is suitable. Take a look at the job description. Take a look at who you are sending your application to. Perhaps it's a hiring manager or it's a hiring company. Maybe you aren't clear that it might be one person or a committee, but you know what office that you are applying to. So that can be tailored, of course, and it needs to be. Also, the next 3 to 4 paragraphs are really something that we'll unpack here in this presentation. You'll want to make sure that that's relevant to your career goals, and also you want to include that signature line. So in those 2 to 3 paragraphs, the content of the letter, you'll have an opening paragraph where you'll state the position, making sure that it is exactly how it's stated in the job description. You'll explain your interest in the position. You'll include a compelling hook, so how you introduce yourself really matters here. Maybe you tell a story, a brief story, or you give a sense of who you are beyond your resume. Then you'll have body paragraph 1, which is a strong opening paragraph expressing your career readiness and your qualifications that you bring. And in that body paragraph 2 or 3, you'll demonstrate value using achievements and results. And you'll cite specific examples in the job description that you read. And then you'll have a closing paragraph where you're reaffirming your interest in the position, you're thanking the employer for their time, and you're perhaps providing information on how they can reach you to set up an interview. Be sure throughout your letter that you are showing the fit with the organization. So this is those sometimes interesting ways of showing how ready you are for the position, but also how suitable you are for it. So perhaps it's your past experience, or it's your personality, your work ethic, your values, skills, abilities that you bring that really provide the reader with a sense of, oh wow, I want to get to know this person more. They seem like they'd be a really great fit here. Look at all the skills they bring, but look at all of the ways that they are showing that they are ready to learn, to train, and in fact, to join the culture of our organization on day one. So you'll always want to do your research, like I said, showing that you have done your homework and understanding the culture of the organization, what it is that they do and provide, and having your questions ready if you were to gain that next step, which would be an interview. You also want to perhaps address needs of the organization, how you might be suited for those needs. Maybe the job description provides you a sense of, wow, they need somebody to be doing this certain role or task, and I'm quite ready for it. And so maybe you want to be plain about that in your cover letter. Of course, you want to show enthusiasm, a grounded understanding that you understand the position, but at the same time, your willingness to do the role. And lastly, this is a writing sample, so ensure your writing is polished, it's tailored, it's specific, and it's beyond AI generated. We can use AI as a tool. However, we want to make sure that these are our own words, ideas, and they're specific to the job that you are applying for. Please know that cover letter writing is a writing process just like any other, and sometimes it can be more challenging or difficult because you feel like you have to sell yourself. Know that we in career services are always happy to provide you feedback. We are excited because we are strong editors and we've seen growth in students and alumni in the way they approach their job application in conjunction with our feedback. So if there's anything we can do to help you with your next step, whether that means you are looking for a new opportunity, you're making a career change, or you're going back to graduate school, maybe you're looking to specialize, gain a certification, internship, externship, however your circumstance leads you to applying for a new role, we're here and we're happy to help you, even in the summer. Virtual meetings, in-person meetings, go ahead and email us. And here's